Ask yourself, do you really know your country? As the year 2024 began, I asked myself this question. And here I am being flagged off by Ampere and the who's who of the Jammu government. On an expedition that would take me to all the next big things in India. From the saddle of the next big thing of the electric world.
So welcome everyone to a Kashmir to Kanyakumari ride that is not happening on an SUV, which is why I'm excited. It's not happening in a supercar, which is why I'm quite happy, to be honest, because it's all happening on an electric scooter. Zanskar aqua blue color, the color that matches with the teal blue of the river Chenab here. But if you can't tell which scooter this is, it's the same one that promises to make Har Gali electric. In this episode, we will cover the distance all the way to the capital, New Delhi. And as we set sail for a good 2,000 kilometers journey, then we will be starting it all with the district of Reasi. The district of Reasi in news for all the good reasons and for being one of the world's largest lithium reserves found in the country. Reasi, here in Kashmir, making 5.9 million tons of white gold, which is lithium. You see the pink bubbles? That's the technique to tell, and that's how Geographical Survey of India, GSI, did tell. You see, what you can hardly tell with your bare hands and naked eyes is that there is 5.9 million tons of lithium reserves on the surface of these mountains where we are standing, making it the world's second largest lithium reserves. And of course, lithium is one of the primary components in making EV batteries. So no cookies for guessing. The place, Reasi here, plays a pivotal role in making India self-reliant when the new era of EVs dawns upon us. And again, no cookies for guessing. The Ampere Nexus then
Happens to be the first electric scooter with its safe lithium LFP battery chemistry to be paying a visit to the future home of EV batteries in India. Next, we meet an engineering marvel of a new age India. Not just the scooter, I mean this, Chenab Bridge.
Good morning, India. This is the river Chenab. Of course, we are very high up because we are on a mountaintop. But that there is the highest railway bridge in the world. It's all completed on that side, which is the Katra side. And it's going to be completed over onto this side, which is towards Srinagar, a couple of tunnels to be constructed. And then this is going to be fully operational. The district of Reasi and its future holds many big things. And what you're looking at behind me is possibly the next best thing that our country is awaiting. For upon completion, this will stand to be the world's highest railway bridge. Standing at a height of 359 meters, it will be able to accommodate the length of an entire Eiffel Tower with some room to spare. And like every creation that is being born in our country today, it is going to be full of engineering prowess brimming to the T. Like, for example, it will be able to withstand forces of nature earthquake to the magnitude of 8 on Richter scale, of wind forces to the tune of 200 kilometers per hour. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the very bridge that is going to bring India closer and together. Continuing further forward on two wheels, and before we left the beautiful state of Kashmir, one had to stop by to soak in the beauty one last time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, buddy. We happen to be in heaven, because that's how heaven looks. And that's, of course, the heavenly sun. And that below is the heavenly reflection. And we know we are on heaven because if you look down, you know that we are high up. We happen to be here in Kashmir, which is in heaven. Every product, new product, is inspired for its design by something or someone. This one here is inspired by the bird. It's called Arctic tern. Now that's a migratory bird that migrates from Arctic to Antarctica and does it all its life. We instead here are going to be migrating from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, which is from the tip of the country to the toe of the country, which is Kanyakumari. Can you believe this? The beautiful valleys of Jammu and Kashmir used to be cladded with snow starting the month of November. This is year 2024, there's no trace of snow. And I happen to stand here in the middle of the month of Jan. No snow. Climate change is real. Never has there been a situation in the state of Jammu Kashmir and the whole of northern India where, despite it being mid of Jan, there are no snow-clad peaks nor any 3 feet snow right outside your window. We have finally left Jammu behind, and as some of you can already possibly tell where we are, well, by looking at the green fertile lands around me, the agricultural capital of India, we happen to be in the land of Punjab, and that's the iconic bridge to come from Jammu to Punjab. One-of-a-kind bridge because it's the only suspension bridge here in the north of India, and I plan to treat it like my own private start-finish straight line on a racetrack because I intend on playing around with some of the claims of the scooter here, the mid-mounted high-performance motor power mode, and checking out where the top speed really gets locked. The suspension bridge is going to call upon me to be speaking of the suspension here then on the electric scooter. It's a twin suspension setup and of course the hybrid swing arm. If you have you noticed, I have the flag here on the scooter because from here where we go is city of Pathankot, and the city of Pathankot is one of the largest military bases of Asia, and so I travel through the city of Pathankot proudly showing around the tricolors and then head to Chandigarh, which is going to be full of fog, and then I'll be heading to Delhi, which is going to be again very, very full of fog. So with the sun in my face right now, I'm going to have a lot of fun because the next we see the sun again is going to be directly in Rajasthan. Oh God. Atal Setu bridge पे अगर sunset देखा जाए तो बहुत ही beautiful होने वाला है. These are the cables जो इस bridge को suspend कर रहे हैं. One of only 4 suspension bridges in India. And of course ये एक है, दूसरा वर्ली सी लिंक है, तीसरा अहमदाबाद में कहीं है चौथा हावड़ा ब्रिज, सस्पेंशन ब्रिज फॉर द विन। ये जम्मू है बाय द वे, वो जो माउंटेन है, दिस इज ऑल जम्मू एंड देयर इज पंजाब।
Will get scrambled if it ain't hand-to-hand contraband. You get handled, it's the morning. They're shooting up your boots till they sandals run before it spits in your face like a camel.
ये गली है पठानकोट. Pathankot happens to be in the state of Punjab. And of course, Pathankot, as you know, is famous for being Asia's largest military base.
Shubhashish, been a long time. Hello, 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 hello. ये मेरे दोस्त हैं, फोटोग्राफर फ्रेंड Shubhashish.
At Chandigarh, it was time to meet the future generation of India, the very ones that will be embracing the electric future with arms wide open. After being with the brilliance of young minds and answering their questions, it was time to take the highway and make our way to a city of epic proportions. The very capital of our country, Indraprastha in Mahabharat, or New Delhi of today. The way to a country's center or stomach is through its cuisine. Delhi's aloo tikki then for the win. But Delhi isn't just famous for food. Like the brand Ampere that has an unbelievable 165 years of Greaves legacy, Delhi too is as old as dirt.
To reach Delhi, I really had to reach the heart of Delhi. You see, to the outside world, since centuries now, Delhi has been a city that has stood for being a beacon of hope, a city of resilience, a seat of power, and of course, a place of progress, brimming with wealth. And Delhi, even today, is all of that, possibly declaring to the world that we as a nation are the next big thing. This is House Khas, built in the 13th century, and it is here that I shall now calm down. And it is here that you shall allow me to say goodbye. But let's instead say, all's well that starts well. See you next time.